What up, YouTube? Got another video for you today. This one's on a Kershaw Junkyard Dog II. This is not the one with the composite blade. This is not the one with the titanium handles. It's basic G10. We've got the Sandvik 13C26 steel on there. Let's take a look at her. There's a million reviews on this knife out there, but I kind of wanted to give you my take on this knife. I'm a big fan of Kershaw, and especially this type of this design here. If you notice, a lot of the Kershaws that have been put out in the past, they kind of, the handles and the blades are very similar, crossing over from model to model. They change things here and there and call it a different model. So if you like one, you'll pretty much like them all. And it's really, these are, with that, I mean, it kind of sucks because it's like beating a dead horse. Just they put out a lot of the same looking stuff as far as that's concerned. But the good thing about that is once you find a handle shape that you like and a blade shape that you like, they probably make a model for it there. And with this guy right here, this is actually discontinued. The retail was, when this was out, was 84 bucks or something like that, so it was probably a $60 knife. And now, but they have a million options. They have the composite blade and they have it titanium, and I'm not sure as far as the availability on those models are. I know they still have a Junkyard Dog and they still make it, and but this one is a discontinued one. And my take on it is, as far as the ergonomics go, this blade handle is very comfortable. Although excuse me, although when I grab it and I rest my thumb down in its natural position, as you can see, this little hump right here, it's just, it isn't really positioned right unless you rock your hands back this way. Now that'll fit nicely. Problem is my pinky is now hanging out back over here. So one of the things that I would have liked to have seen with this knife is this ramp right here, this thumb ramp right here, more relaxed so it actually met the blade. That would have been a nice touch there, and it would have made it, the ergonomics just that much better there. Like I said, it's got the Sandvik 13C26 on there. Nice fucking grind, excuse my language, nice grind on this. It's just really nice, flat grind, secondary bevel, it's really nice. Swedge up top. It's a really cool looking blade shape. It is a flipper. Another thing that I like, as far as size go, I would carry something bigger than this, but this is a nice size knife. It is very light. I've opened this knife out and they have taken out every bit of metal in the liners that didn't need to be there, and it's just very light, skeletonized for forever. I mean, it's just, there's no unneeded steel in these liners whatsoever. Pocket clip, they give you, I believe they give you two different pocket clips for this. One that you can go ahead and do it tip up and tip down. They both look different and they both look hideous. This pocket clip right there is horrible, and I've heard that a lot from a bunch of people, and you're going to hear it from me too, because it is garbage. This thing looks like crap. It doesn't follow any of the contours of the knife. It was just something that it seemed like it was a last minute thought when they were making this knife. And like I said, I'm not going to be the only one. If you look this up, the review up on this knife or whatever, you're going to say everybody's going to be pocket clip sucks, pocket clip sucks. It does. As far as the action on this thing is so butter smooth. This knife is discontinued, and this is a very old knife. I mean, this was purchased a long time ago and has been flipped probably 1.5 million times, and the lockup is still way early on this. The centering on this is pretty much dead on, a little bit to the right, but not too bad at all. Tighten the pivot, it'll shoot right over, no big deal whatsoever. Rock solid lockup, no play any which way. And like I said, this thing you can just play around and, you know, just not even put any pressure on it whatsoever, and it flips open. And really nice, really cool knife. Unfortunately, this is probably the last time you'll see this knife like this. Been ordered to modify the crap out of this, so I'm gonna see what I can do with this and change it up a little bit and just make it totally different than what it ever was. The G10 scales, mild peel ply with the design on there. Loving the black hardware. I mean, I really dig the black hardware, giving that contrast to a blade. It really makes it look really good. This knife, pocket clip tip up, will ride. It rides decent in your pocket. Not too low, but not too high where it's gonna just be half the knife hanging out. So that's not too bad. Ergos, like I said, could use a little bit of work, but not too bad. And all in all, a very comfortable knife, very smooth. I mean, the action on this is so smooth, I can't get over it. But just figured I'd throw it out there for you guys and let you know it's a pretty cool knife. Kind of, and it's priced accordingly to that. You could find them all day, every day, different options or whatever, depending on what, you know, your money situation, what you're working with. But it's a good, decent sized carry. The overall length of the guy is probably, it's 8 and 8.5, 8 3/4, somewhere around there. So it's a larger knife, but it's not too bad. Very slim profile, very light, so you're not going to feel it in your pocket. Pretty cool. I like it a lot. The action is my number one. The number one thing I like about it is the action. The number one thing I hate about it is the pocket clip. Pocket clip, if you're handy with a Dremel, you could actually take, because you have a lot of real estate in this pocket clip, you could actually contour this where it actually doesn't look as crappy. Wouldn't take you long at all if you're pretty handy. If you're not too handy, then you're pretty much stuck with the pocket clip. So, but anyway, guys, just wanted to throw that out there. Junkyard Dog II, pretty cool knife, reasonably priced. This is a discontinued model of it, so you're not going to find this one out there. But the newer models aren't going to be much different than this, and you'll still be able to get something similar to this, or maybe even better, depending on what your price range is. So anyway, if you have any questions, just let me know. Post them below. Appreciate all the support. New subscribers, you guys rock. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Peace.